Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the heathen, nor sitteth in the seat that is scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in this law I see I dictate sunrise and sundown. Him I go dear like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in the season. Him leaf never I go wither, and whatsoever him doeth shall prosper. Yeah! The heathen them now they sow, them dear like a chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore, the heathen them never go turn upon judgment, not the sin among them. In the congregation of the righteous, for the Lord God Jah love the way of the righteous and the way of the sin among them always and always. I go perish. Jah kadama we grumabe atela exact beer tana istalina bashanti shanti kadama we grumabe atela. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunam, where we speak truth to power. My brother and my sister, in every traditional African home there is a black pot, and every time it sits on the fire. Yes, every time it sits on the fire, there is something sumptuous cooking. Today we're going to serve you with some wonderful delicacies, and I need you to come along. Hear me now, we normally don't like to criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only criticize to build and not to destroy. My name, Blakk Rasta, in the service of God and country. And all we're thinking about is development. Yes, for our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Yes, let me begin with this, which I've entitled McDAN'S Salt Monopoly Under Threat. Who is McDAN? Now, McDAN was born somewhere around June 16. He doesn't like to say when exactly he was born. Many people don't like it, but that's okay. All right, so McDAN is the boss of McDAN Group of companies. And they are into shipments, freight, and so many other things. Recently, he opened up another venture known as the private jet at the airport. It brought up so many controversies. Hey, he's not new to controversies. McDAN also was involved in the controversial pulling down of the, Trade Fair Center, right? You remember, some time ago, they pulled down the place. And I remember Mr. Archer even came out and fingered McDAN as being involved in the pulling down of structures without notice. My brother, my sister, McDAN is in another fresh controversy, and that is about the Songor Lagoon. Now, the Songor Lagoon is very important to the people of ADDO, and not only to the people of ADDO, but the whole Ghana. Now, when you look at the Songor Lagoon, it produces salt like no other lagoon in the world. It has the best salt, and it's embroiled in some traditional mysteries. Can I take you through the history? Hey, now the man who is responsible for the whole of ADDO was known as Nene Kole. Now Nene Kole came all the way from Nigeria. Some people said all the way from Israel through Nigeria and all the way to this part. And then they settled in ADDO and some other places. Hear me now. He was a hunter. Now he went out one day, shot at an animal. Some people say the animal was a bird. Others said a four-legged animal. Whatever it is, hear me now. The story goes on to say that Nene Kole, after shooting the animal, realized the animal was wounded and bleeding. So he started tracking, or better still, trailing the animal to see where the animal would fall, so he would pick his loot and get back home to a good dinner. Lord God have mercy. Now he found himself in the middle of the bush or the jungle. And over there, he saw an old woman sitting down there sobbing. He approached the old woman, even though surprised and frightened. The old woman said, "Do not be frightened. What are you doing here?" And then the Kole said, "I am tracking an animal that I shot." He said, "I am that animal that you shot. And I intentionally led you here to give you a gift for your people. Can you handle it?" Then the Kole said, "Yes, I can handle it." Now, what is the gift? She showed the Songor Lagoon and said, "Look at this. There's something special in there. Watch it." All of a sudden, it started crystallizing, just as this. Special salt coming out. You don't need any expertise. You only need the sunlight. And watch. The salt started crystallizing. He says, "Taste it." He tasted it and said, "Whoa, this is superb." He said, "Yes, it's for your people." What did I say? Nene Kole said, is for my people. But under no circumstances should anybody monopolize the salt. Follow me, follow me. Under no circumstances should anybody monopolize the salt here. People from the north can come, south can come, east can come. And they must have a portion of the lagoon where they can also pick some salt. Don't say because you are from ADDO, therefore no other person should enjoy this beautiful gift. Everybody can enjoy a bit of it. And truly, when you go to ADDO, there are people from Mali who go there to get some of the salt. There are people from where, who are all there. Hey. But there's a chief priest who takes care of the whole thing. Now, under no circumstances should the lagoon be monopolized. But today, it's been monopolized. McDAN is the man who owns the whole lagoon. The government has given him the papers. Some of the chiefs have also come together and given him things. Now there are so many allegations going on that McDAN has bought cars and given them money and bought their conscience. But as to whether this is true or false, posterity will provide the answers. But would his wealth save him from the warnings of Nene Kole, the great ancestor of the ADDO people? Were they not warned not to let anybody monopolize this? We remember in the days of Apenteng. You know Apenteng. Come along. Apenteng. Lord God have mercy. Now Apenteng was a man who came to take over some portion of the lagoon. And he was doing his business legally. Unfortunately, police had to come in and shoot people. One pregnant woman known as Margaret Kuono was shot and killed. All because people were going to pick salt or to harvest salt. And Apenteng said it was his concession. Nobody was supposed to go in his concession and take salt. And they said, nobody's supposed to monopolize this thing. Police were called in, soldiers were called in, they started shooting, and Margaret Kuono was caught by a stray bullet. She died. Today there's a statue there representing Margaret Kuono. Rawlings had to fly all the way to ADDO in an helicopter, pick up the dead body of Margaret Kuono, which was left to lie down there because people were afraid. Hear me now, Apenteng had his concession withdrawn. He ended up at Pambros. Can we get into details? Can we get into details? Follow me. I love history. Hear me now. Now after this, Rawlings, J.J. Rawlings at that time, employed some Cubans to research into the lagoon and bring a lasting solution to the issues of the conflicts. And there was a master plan that came out of this. In the master plan, it also specified that under no circumstances should the lagoon be monopolized. The people should be allowed to have the so-called public pans. They should be allowed to go in to some portions of the lagoon. But there should be concessions, at least 3 concessions at a time. And the people should be given their public place so that they can also go and harvest the salt. Because it is embroiled in traditional mysteries and they are not ready to let go of that. But today, McDAN has been given the whole lagoon legally. But can I ask a question? Now, under the laws of Ghana, when minerals are found, the minerals, do they belong to the state or to an individual? Can individuals sign up and ask somebody to take over like the chiefs of ADDO did for McDAN? Is it true that they took cars and some other gifts and sold their conscience in giving us something that should never be monopolized? Did they sell out Nene Kole? But interestingly, the present divisional chief of the Tekwebiawe clan is also called Nene Kole. Watch him. This is him. And this is the headline that is flying all over the place, my brother, my sister. Nene Kole the fourth to dialogue with government on Songor Lagoon. And it reads, Nene Kole the fourth, divisional chief of the Kwebiawe clan of ADDO, says his kingsmen are ready to discuss with government the long-term development of the salt industry at the Songor Lagoon for the benefit of all. To discuss with government? Government? Are they finally going to say, hey, our ancestors said we shouldn't monopolize the lagoon? So, under no circumstances should McDAN be given everything. He can be given a concession, maybe where Appington used to operate, right? But as it stands right now, my brother, my sister, Electrochem is owned by McDAN, and police and soldier are all over in Adan. Anybody who tries to take salt from the lagoon is brutalized. Hey, it's like a war zone. The way police and soldiers are parading the place, and I went there and I saw. So far, several people have been shot. One man even died, either from the gunshot wounds or something related to the gunshot wounds. He died. Many more have bullets hidden in their bodies. My brother, my sister, it's not a joke. Police brutalize people. And I called to speak with the commander at that time. Police commander. And he told me, hey, I don't want to talk about it. Oh. I don't want to talk about it. I've been transferred. Go and talk to the next person. But I want information. So I have to go to the police. Whatever it will take to get the information, we will get it. But monopoly, McDAN. McDAN says, if you love Ghana, you shouldn't fight Electrochem. Oh, really? Do you truly believe in the traditional values of the people? Now, the people of Adan have been told by McDAN that he comes from there. That's why he is called Kole. He's also called Kole. Macaulay, right? My brother, my sister, whatever it is, it doesn't matter where you come from. The most important thing is that you belong to this country and the whole continent. So your contribution should be meaningful and be full of love. The people said, you said you're coming to build us roads. You said you are coming to build us hospitals. We don't need that because you've proven to us that you don't love us. You started by shooting us down. How can you turn around and say you love us, you want to build us hotels? Take your hospitals away, take your roads away, and let us maintain our soul. McDAN says he's going to employ about 2,000 people or more, 10,000 people or more, but over 50,000 people are feeding on the lagoon. What happens to the rest of them? Can we go back to the master plan that Rawlings got the Cubans to do? And it needed so much information. Again, can any chief sign a concession of minerals to an individual? I thought they said when you find minerals anywhere, it belongs to the government. Yes, minerals and other natural resources like oil, even if it's your land, the minerals belong to the state. So how can chief sign and give something to McDAN and the government too? In which way, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Woy! Come along, make we deal with the next thing. Now, the next one I want to look at is something that I've titled Nkrumah Park Shutdown. Hey! Now, Kwame Nkrumah founded this country called Ghana, even though some urchins and vultures who have no respect for tradition and history, some greedy vultures are trying to deny him his legacies because their fathers and grandfathers were sleeping at the time that this great hero opened out this country. Kwame Nkrumah. How many people remember Kwame Nkrumah? If Kwame Nkrumah came today, will we remember him and recognize him? We are talking about Kwame Nkrumah, the great hero of our land. In 1957, he gave us independence. In fact, they forced some 5 other members to join him, and they called them what? The Big Six. Big what? There was a big one and 5 cowards. When Nkrumah was fighting for independence, the 5 cowards were running to England left and right, wasting money, telling the Queen of England that we're not ready for independence yet. They blamed Nkrumah and told him that he was too known. Now, in the parlance of Ghana, when you say somebody is too known, it means that he knows too much. In fact, they dissociated themselves from Nkrumah. And when Nkrumah walked out of prison as a prison graduate from Gambaga, Jamestown and other places, he told them, hey, hear me. I wash my hands. I will fight the battle alone. That was when they called him Nkrumah Showboy. The ladies followed him. Nkrumah Showboy. Kwame Nkrumah Showboy. Whoa, Showboy. Hey, Showboy. Everywhere he went, the masses followed him. He had the antics and the oratory. He had the power, the fire, and the will and zeal. Can I say more? Hear me now, brethren. We are talking about Nkrumah. What he gave to this country, no one person can deny the importance. Hey, hear me now. Now, when Nkrumah died in exile, after they refused to allow him to come into this country, after the 1966 coup, he remained in exile and died in Bucharest in Romania. Before then, he was a co-president. Better still, you could call him a ceremonial president because he refused to even take that title. He was in Guinea. Oh my God. The Malians wanted him. Other countries wanted him, but he remained in Guinea with Ahmed Sékou Touré as the co-president. When he died, they buried him 3 times. Now there was a man, an interesting man. His name is Dr. Don Atta. Yes, Don Atta. You remember there was a TV host called Eric Don Atta, right? His father. Now this man is called Dr. Don Atta. Now he was a young man at the time Nkrumah was in power. And he sent him amongst other Ghanaians all the way to Russia to go and study. You know the connection between Ghana and Russia. And he became an architect at a very young age. We're talking about the great Don Atta. That's him. That's him. In fact, when Nkrumah was overthrown, and then there was another government that was overthrown, he had just finished his degrees and everything in Russia. They didn't even want to allow him into the country, this guy here. In fact, they even tried to stop him from coming. He was a wanted man. But he managed to enter the country in one way or the other, a renowned architect. Now, after Kotoka and all these people were thrown away, he met with Achiampong. Head of state Achiampong, IK Achiampong, Ignatius Kutu Achiampong. And then he proposed to him that there was the need to build a monument for Nkrumah. Listen, oh, this is history you will not hear anywhere. There is the need to build a monument for Nkrumah. And then he spoke to him behind doors that monument is very important. You know, the enemies of Nkrumah who overthrew him, you are also an enemy to those people. If you don't do this now, the people would not see the link and the sense behind the power of Nkrumah. There are a lot of people missing Nkrumah right now. When you do that, you will get their support. And boom, long story cut short, it happened. So he designed the Nkrumah mausoleum. Look at it. Dr. Don Atta, renowned architect. He designed it. In fact, even the statue and everything, he designed everything where everything should be. And this one, only God knows how many tourists come to Ghana because of this. Look at the bronze statue. Look at how that thing stands at the back. It was all designed. Another day I'll tell you what that thing means. But for now, let's get into action. It's been look. Oh, Jesus have mercy. Ay, look how beautiful it is. It stands like the Tower of Babylon. Hey, like the hanging gardens of Babylon. It reminds me of Hammurabi. How many of you remember Hammurabi? Watch it. Beautiful edifice. And when you go in there, there's a grave for Kwame Nkrumah where Nkrumah is resting peacefully. Hey! Thank you so much, Dr. Don Atta. But all of a sudden, we hear they've shut it down. Hey, did you see it in the news? They have shut down the place. Why did they shut down the place? They shut it down for one reason. Their reason was that they were shutting it down because they wanted to renovate it, but we couldn't trust them. Jackals can never be given the guardianship of sheep. And it's obvious. Nana Addo and his ilk are always out there to destroy the legacy of Nkrumah. So those of us who read him from afar knew that having removed the 2 cedi note because of Nkrumah's head and forcing his father's head on the Ghana currencies and other people who did nothing basically for Ghana, we couldn't trust him. My brother, my sister, but watch the headline. 10 million US dollars committed to refurbishing Kwame Nkrumah Park, Cape Coast Castle, and others for only 10 million. This is far better than that useless cathedral. Nkrumah Mausoleum is 1 trillion times more meaningful and sensible than that useless cathedral. And how much are they paying for the cathedral? How much? 350 million. And they are dedicating 10 million only to not only the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, but others. But even with that, we say thank you for the obvious. We know that you fight Nkrumah, and if you want to die early, continue fighting him. Hey! When you go around Ghana and see the touristic value of the country, you will marvel. Things that have to be seen. But greedy urchins will never allow the country to flourish. Wicked people, I wish they would go through that gate, the gate of no return, and never return. I've been to all these places. Look at how dirty it is. So you won't clean it too. You won't find a way of preserving some of these things. Yet Kennedy Japan all of a sudden says that when he becomes president, he would make sure that tourism is #1, and that would bring us more money than even gold and cocoa. I believe that. Hey, we are a country that has so much history and legacy, but because of wicked souls whose fathers failed the nation, they have been so disgraced, they want to pull other great heroes into the doldrums. But it won't happen. Hey, they closed down Nkrumah Park. Many were those who said they wanted to even sell it. Like they sold Achimota Forest. You know that, right? They sold Achimota Forest to their ilk. Yenchenzi United. Or Chazana no Ozzy. Or Chadana no Ozzy. Zeze. Abada. My brother, my sister. So the mausoleum is going to be refurbished. And it's for only a part of the 10 million. We will keep our eyes. We will watch them and see if they truly mean to deal with the But watch. Saying that they are going to refurbish it, don't you think that these people are going to steal the corpse of Nkrumah? They've closed it too, so nobody is there to watch. It's possible they are trying to steal the corpse of Nkrumah and take it to Chebi, and throw it into some lake and leave an empty tomb like the Lazarus tomb. Please, let's keep our eyes open. I don't trust these people. Even when Nkrumah was overthrown by their terrorist fathers, they still chased him to Guinea to try and finish him. So even his ghost is being haunted and chased and hunted. But watch me. If they have access to the man's corpse, they can take the corpse out. I don't trust these people. Hey, this is the Black Pot. But Nkrumah said something. Nkrumah said something. What did Nkrumah say? Nkrumah said that, hey, a good man can never be forgotten. He said the light that he was lighting right here in Ghana, several years after his death and gone, whether you take his face out of the 2 cedi note or not, whether you call him a dictator or not, whether you close the Nkrumah Park or not, whether you try to chase his ghost or not, that light will continue to burn. Run it, rude boy. Wagwan. Wayo. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunimo, Sheikh Abubakar Ahmed Kumburua. My name, Black Rasta, and this is where we speak truth to power. The next thing I want to look at is a thing called is Hajj time again. Hajj time again. Hajj time again. Maraba dazuang anabi. Maraba dazuang anabi. Maraba dazuang anabi. Maraba dazuang anabi. Muslims are going to be flying all the way to Saudi Arabia. Muslims are going to be running around the Kaaba. They shall stone the black stone. Jesus. Muslims are going to shave their hair. Some will have some teeth put there. Listen, oh. They would go, Makanyina, Hakorim Maka. So when they smile, you see the gold tooth that they are Al-Haji and Hajia. Maraba dazuang anabi. Hear me now. Now when they arrive, they will go through rituals. And how Arfa. And so on. Now when it's time for Hajj and you go to Hajj, that is Hajj. But when it's not Hajj time and you visit Saudi Arabia, listen, it's called Umrah. If it's not time for Hajj, because Salah is coming on, this is the time they are, that what people call the meat Salah. Now those who have Muslim friends know that when you ask for meat during Eid al-Fitr, they will tell you, this is not the meat one. In Ghana, the meat one is coming. My brother, my sister, they go to Hajj. The sacrifices are made there, and it's wonderful. Remember I said they give them some Meccan tooth? Some have 4, some have 5. Some also go and pick up some very interesting artifacts. So they will bring home. Some bring Ruwan Zamzam, the Zamzam water. Some bring the Zamzam water. And when the Zamzam water comes, what happens? Hear me now. Interesting things happen. Zamzam water comes. We have Zamzam. And the moment Zamzam water comes, what happens, my brother? They bring it down to Ghana, to Nigeria, and other places, and it's a gift to so many people. Zamzam is just a well, but not an ordinary well. You remember the story of Abraham and Sarah and Hagar. When Hagar was sent out, Muslims call Hagar Ajara, and Abraham, Ibrahim. When Hagar was sent away, she carried her baby. And when the baby was thirsty, she put the baby on the ground. Long story cut short, when she picked the baby, there was water coming out from the ground. Maybe it was an artesian well. And from that time till now, we'll find time and tell you the mysteries of the Zamzam. The well has never run dry. It tastes differently. There's no spirojara in it. From when it started up till now. You know what spirojara is? When you have water, you look at it, you see some substance, some kind of, sometimes it's a little bluish, but most of the time it's greenish, right? Greenish. Like plants, kind of, that's spirogyra. Slippery. The Zamzam has never had that. My brother, my sister, people are going to Hajj. And what is the Hajj board saying? The Hajj board says it's going to take how much? 13K Ghana cedis out of the fare of those who are going to Hajj. This year, the prices have gone up. Watch it. 2022 Hajj board absorbs 13,000 Ghana cedis of cost for pilgrims who paid in 2020. Those who paid in 2020. Now, they are compensating them in one way or the other by taking 13,000 out of it. You remember in 2020 we had the COVID. So many people could not go. Their monies were not refunded. And whatever happened, maybe some people got refunds. They are going back and they are taking money. Hey, the whole world is going to be there. But why is Black Rasta talking about Hajj? Come along. You see, the Hajj is a very important thing, but it also has a touristic value. Listen to tourism. It's not part of Islam, my brother, my sister, that you should have a Meccan tooth when you go there. But you want to tell the whole world that you've been to Hajj. So what do? You put one there when you go there. When you go the second time, you add another one. You go again, you have a third one, right? And so on and so forth. You are paying money. There are other artifacts that we go to Mecca and then we all want to bring home. We fly there. The airlines make money. And so, it is very powerful. Can we have a look touristically in our country? Saudi Arabia has a lot of values, but Ghana has more values than Saudi Arabia when it comes to tourism. May I break it down? In Saudi Arabia, the most important thing is the grave of the Prophet of Islam, Prophet Muhammad. People go there to look at it. It brings tourists. Number 2, they go for Hajj, a religious ritual. And it's a must for all Muslims who can afford. Hear me. But you, people are eating towards Zafi the bar nama. Towards Zafi the miyan kuka the bar makifi. Hey, their children have not even been educated, even Makaranta, where they pay 2 cedis for the whole year. Hey, Islamic scholars in this country suffer a lot. Saudi Arabia has to bring them money before they can have something meaningful. Every month, you'll be shocked. Their school fees is 2 pesos, 20 pesos, 1 cedi. And that's Kudin water. They call it Kudin water. In Tamil, they call it Gwalagre. My brother, my sister. So the frustrated Malams always hold their baranzum. Any child who misbehaves, they remember that their parents are not even paying monthly, they are paying 20 pesos. Shoo! Shoo! Shege dan boroba. Kai shege. Kai dan durunwa. They treat them like animals. That's why I couldn't go to Arabic school. When I went to Arabic school in Tamale, because my friends were going there, and we all decided like little children, we're all going there. Lila alamina, lila alami, alami, alamina, lila alamina, lila alami, alami, alamina. And it's only in the Arabic school that everyone can match the way they like. Somebody's hand is here, another one's arm is over there. Some people are matching as if they are doing logolegi. It's okay. Just pronounce the words. And in the classroom, it's the same thing. When the Malam came over to me, I didn't know my father and this Malam had a problem. I was a little child, 5 years. He came to me. Alif Matura, Kao Matura, I was looking at him. The first time I'm coming to the Arabic school, the man comes to me, mental. I heard the other people say, Kabidu, Kabika, Rabidu. And when they came to me, I said, look, he shipped me like an elephant on heat. From that day, when I went home with the marks on my back, my father wanted to die. That man! I finished Arabic school at the age of 5. What is Blakk Rasta talking about? Hey, hear me. We have to be able, my brother, my sister, to put our touristic values out. You go to Saudi Arabia to see the Prophet's grave, beautiful. You go for Hajj, beautiful. Apart from that, you go to Mount Hira to see the cave where the Prophet used to pray. Only about 10 things. But here, we have over 1,000 touristic values. Kintampo here is the center of the world, the whole world. Your cathedral, are you going to make it in such a way that the whole world will be coming there like people go for Hajj? What can you do? Wouldn't it have made more sense if they had located it in the center of the world? To say that once you stand here, it's like standing on Mount Hira. When you pray, it spreads to north, south, east, and west, so that people from all over the world can also come and be proud that they are on the center of the world. I didn't say in the center, on the center. Am I making sense? Artifacts. People go to France, they go to the Eiffel Tower. They have miniature tower that they sell all over. But we know. We only go to the castles and see how slaves were treated in those days, cry for 10 minutes, come out and forget the country. Why don't we respect tourism like this? Saudi Arabia has oil, but it has been able to exploit its touristic values even more. Do you know how many people go for Hajj? Yes, I understand that it's obligatory for those who can afford. But what can we do? Can we have a serious tourism minister? Somebody who knows history. Somebody who can discover. Hey, the northern region alone has too many things people will want to come and see. The grave of Kwame Nkrumah should be made compulsory for every Pan-Africanist to come and see. I don't want to compare because people would misunderstood what I'm going to say and think I'm talking religion, so I won't even go there. Hey, every Pan-Africanist is compulsory for you to come and look at the grave of Kwame Nkrumah. Yes, it can be done. You need sensible leaders. Ghana will become the center of the world. Hey, Fela in his book, The Beach of a Life, that Ghana is the land of Pan-Africanism. In fact, we didn't need Fela to remind us of that. But Fela, who people thought was only naked on stage, smoking pot and jumping to some music that some people did not understand, that he called Afrobeat. God bless Fela. Why are we so dumb? What happened to our tourism? I go to Elmina and all those places and the walls are falling down. And to make it even worse, to make it worse, people are shitting. Raw shit. I'm not editing the language. Don't look for me to edit. Raw shit. Hey, go to Akwaje, Tetakwashi here. Hey, they are shitting like animals there because the grass has overgrown. Hey, they are shitting. They shit like, hey, Razi, what is this? Chitamazi. Also, overgrown weeds at Tetakwashi interchange used as cover for open defecation. Lord God have mercy. You don't have toilets in your country. Tetakwashi is not far away from the cathedral. People are shitting only a few meters away from the cathedral. Which God is going to come and be in that cathedral? When you have the center of the world. Hey, when weeds overgrow around the cathedral, hey, that's an open defecation for everybody. They call it what? Free range. You know free range? Hey, go to Nima. People behave like animals sometimes in these areas. Hey, they had a beautiful bridge in Nima. And people who reduce themselves into animals. I'm not saying everybody in Nima is an animal, no. I'm saying that people who reduce themselves into animals climbed that bridge and they were shitting. I didn't know. I had a girlfriend around Nima. Wallahi. And I took this girl on the bridge. I wanted to walk romantically on that Nima bridge. I didn't wear socks that day. But I realized I was wearing socks after I walked just 100 meters on the bridge. When I looked down, raw shit, fresh, some of it dry, and the rest of it lukewarm, some hot, some of them standing like tortoises. Jesus have mercy. Some of them, you look at them and say, which human being produced this? Haba, make a chine, madam. Jesus have mercy. From that day, I'm glad that they pulled down that bridge. Hey, you see Hajia who has just returned from Mecca. And then in the night, she's running up the bridge. Don't think she's going for fresh air. She's going for it. And they say it's better because when they squat, fresh air fans their balls and fans their thing. Four. It is Saturday. Maba. Go to Jamestown. Go to Choco. You see what I'm talking about. Hey, can we give some touristic values, some respect? Nkrumah's grave alone could be a whole pilgrimage for the Pan-African world. But leaders, no brains, so it will work. Are we on the same point? Are we on the same point? Dash it away, brethren. Make we deal with the next thing. Now, the next thing I want to look at, brethren, is interesting. And this one is a thing that is dear to my heart. It says, national, Jesus. It says, Council of State to be scrapped. They are not scraping it, they are scrapping it. It's useless. Hey, my brother, my sister, hear me now. Council of State, what is it all about? These are supposed to be elders who would come together and give wise counsel. Wise counsel. People who have achieved something in society by way of experience and wisdom, not necessarily wealth. Now there is a man, and he's a lecturer, who says what? That is him. Interesting man. Watch him. And what is he saying, my brother? He says, scrap Council of State if it has outlived its usefulness. And this Dr. Odro Osai, governance and public financial management analyst, Dr. Eric Oduro Osai, has made a case for the scrapping of review of the Council of State. My brother, what is his point? His point is that it has become an ex gratia vehicle. People who go there, all they think about is ex gratia. Toby Afede has proven to them that, hey, and Toby Afede just gave out like 300,000 for the building of something. We'll look at it better tomorrow. People are going there not to give wise counsel. And some people are even in there who are not qualified. They can't even advise their children. And they are there. What is the criteria? The criteria for putting people there, can we know? Any daft person can be in there. No, we want wise people. Osafo Mafu is supposed to be the chief advisor of the president. And if a dummy like him can be the president advisor, then you can tell who is dumb. If your advisor is dumb, that means you are dumb to the 100th degree. I'm not insulting. No. I will never insult. Abochin barao shiba barao nifa. Abochin wawa to shi yafi wawa mfa. Ko? My brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And today we are running. We are running. But when I return, we have more to tell you in the interim.
Luxury home. It's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wave caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here. We do braids training. We do wave caps installation. We do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
My sister Paulina and a day after.
You can't seminar. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey, madam!
Tinatet Hayan Herbal Capsule, a drawing Tina, but what to send me. We read a mention glasses. Obroni Bessie, see clear.
Hey, no crow. Tinatet Hayan Herbal Capsules, a full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A drawing baby atwa, got Tinatet Herbal Shop. Hey, now wait. Tinatet Hayan, see clear.
I'm Itana, and on July 23rd, I will be at the National Sports Stadium in Accra on July 23rd for the Hands Across Africa Expo. I will see you then on July 23rd.
But I am not afraid. No, I am not afraid. No. There's river on the long days. The moon shines brighter in the darkness, and the time is free. I know this young days. Yeah.
Diana, right? First of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right? I do the whole, I've been doing this for many, many years. And so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art, that's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music, I do inspirational music, I do cultural music, I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like it needs some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on, that you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narratives that if a man is poor and can't take care of and that is no good, it's not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. You know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, the GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when a Sunday.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M as in Mary, M as in Mary.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I'm available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also, you can also, send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time it's the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, the GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation.
Go on, Skipper George. Blackpot, Coco Show.
This is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Shonimo, where we speak truth to power. All right? Yes, I bless. Diana, right. Thanks so much to all our supporters and sponsors. Go stream Bed of Roses and make sure you full joy the music, man. Sweet music. Watch out for Diana Wright in Ghana soon performing. Yeah, so yeah, you see that beautiful songstress singing out to you. All right. Thanks so much to Chick Luxury Beauty Home. Thanks so much to Tinatet Matcha Health Center, the House of Quality Herbal Medicines. And thanks to, the great hot and spicy catfish. I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you. Remember, we are live on Pan African TV, live on Ghana Web TV, live also on Loud Silence TV. We're also live on the Black Empire TV and live on the Black Empire Media on YouTube. Make sure that you catch us live. Now we are on from 5 p.m. all the way to 6 p.m. Yes, you will catch us on the Black Empire Media. On we're talking about YouTube. and subscribe to our channel and make sure that you hit on the notification button so that every day from 5 p.m. you'll be able to check us. All right, let me wind it up. I have just about 2 minutes more to go. The thing I want to look at right now is National Cathedral in a Sick Nation. KSM has said something. You know KSM, Kwekusim Tim Misa. He's a Ghanaian comedian and at the same time a very interesting actor. This is KSM. And early this morning we woke up to something that KSM said. What did KSM say? Watch. God is not in support of a country with poor health care building him a cathedral. I support that. People are sick. That's why we titled this one National Cathedral in a Sick Nation. Malaria is killing people. You have not been able to deal with malaria, even common cold. Hey, your leaders are flying outside the country to treat their diseases. And these are the same people who return to build a cathedral. Does it make sense? When me and you are sick, we die at Kolebu. Mr. President, why you dey lie so? Before election, you no tell where you building cathedral. When you sick, you run go to London. When we sick, we die for Kolebu. You should have told us that you were going to build a cathedral for God if you won the election. Now they started by saying the cathedral was going to cost how much? $100 million. All of a sudden it went to 150, then it went to 200. Now it's how much? 350 million. No explanation. Why? Hey, Kwesi Pratt is also asking a question. Kwesi Pratt, you know Kwesi Pratt, don't you? Another interesting brother that I love. He speaks his mind with facts. Kwesi Pratt said, that's it. Has God asked you for a building? Kwesi Pratt pokes Akufo-Addo and others over National Cathedral. Has he asked you for a building? Masa, I catch out there up a building. Abada, my brother, my sister, we are in crisis. Dash it away, make we deal with the next thing. Finally, I would like to touch on this. Nana Addo, a timely gift for Ghana. Hey, his chief advisor has spoken, and his name is Osafo Mafo. Osafo Mafo early this morning told us that Nana Akufo-Addo is a gift to Ghana, the ultimate timely gift. Look at this man. Does his face look like someone who can advise anybody? This man has caused more mess in Ghana than any other person who calls himself an advisor. At a point, he wanted to be president. What did Osafo Mafo say? He said that Nana Addo is a gift to us, and Ghanaians are lucky to have Akufo-Addo in this difficult time. Watch me. He said if Mahama had been president by now, the whole country would have. Maybe it's true, but we are seeing what Nana Addo is doing, and we are seeing things about Ukraine and Russia, and I'm not excited. My brother, my sister, is Nana Addo a timely gift for Ghana? There's cathedral, there's PDS. At the same time, there's family and friends. Achimota Forest, Ochiche, Achimota Forest. They say what? Now they are going to restore the Achimota Forest land or what? See, Achimota Forest will be restored. Lance Minister, So when you catch a thief, all that he does is, oh, I've returned what I stole. What punishment is going to this government for selling off almost everything? My brother, my sister, this is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Show No More. And I want to say thank you so much for being with me. Catch me again tomorrow between 5 and 6 p.m. on YouTube, and of course 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. right there on Pan-African TV. Until such time, when I back up again, God bless, no Crasta say what? Wayo!